Hello and welcome to all students in this our today's lecture. Students, we are in the topic of chemical kinetics, and in this our topic in our today's lecture we are going to learn a new point from this chapter, that is catalyst. A substance that changes the rate of a reaction without being consumed in the reaction. Means a substance which takes part in the chemical reaction but it will regains after the completion of reaction as it is. But the important role of this catalyst, which is to increase the rate of the reaction. Students, some important points which are related to this point are nothing but the catalyst which provides an easier way to react, and it also has a lower activation energy. Means the catalyzed reaction, or in some reactions when catalyst is used, in such a cases it will lowers the activation energy of such a reactions. And again, still it makes the same products as that of the with using catalyst and without using catalyst. Sometimes in biological processes, enzymes, these are also we are calling it as a biological catalysts. In some biological reactions, which plays an important role. Now, students, whenever we have studied the catalyst, at the same time we have to also study one of the important point from this chapter, which is nothing but the inhibitor. Inhibitor is a substance that decreases the rate of a reaction. A negative catalyst, we are calling it as also as a how catalyst change a reaction rate. This is the important part from this chapter. With the help of graph plotting progress of reaction versus energy in kilojoule, we can study catalyst how which change the rate of the reaction. Students, for our simplicity and for understanding, we have taken here one of the catalyzed reaction and uncatalyzed reaction. In these two reactions, if you look at the progress of a reaction, first the energy will now going to be increased, and at the transition state or at the middle portion of the reaction it will reach to the highest energy. If we consider a one of the example or the reaction with using catalyst and without using catalyst, then you will notice here with the use of catalyst the energy barrier gets lowered, which means that with the help of catalyst reaction progress will now going to be means it will complete in a within less time, but as the energy barrier get decreased, but without using catalyst, if we consider here, it has to consume or it has to supply more amount of energy to cross that barrier. Means if we use a catalyst, the energy barrier which is required for the completion of reaction gets lowered. This is a very important application of catalysts. Now we can also conclude like this: catalysts are the one way to lower the energy of activation for a particular reaction by altering the path of the reaction. The lower activation energy allows the reaction to proceed faster. In our next point, we will learn rate law and mechanism. Students, a mechanism is a collection of elementary steps devised to explain the reaction in view of the observed rate law. For example, if you consider for the reaction 2NO2 plus F2, both are in gaseous state, it will leads into the 2NO2F The rate law we can write like this, as we have seen in our previous examples too. Rate is equal to K into concentration of both the species NO2 as well as F2. Now one question will arise like this: can the elementary reaction be the same as the overall reaction? If they were the same, the rate law would have been like this. That is, rate is equal to K into concentration of NO2 raised to 2, that is square concentration of F2. Therefore, the overall reaction is not an elementary reaction. So, this is the rate law and its mechanism. Students, in our next point, we will learn rate determining step in mechanism. Now RDS, or we can also call it as a rate determining step, which is the important step for the determination of rate of any reaction. By considering this reaction, we can study or we can calculate the rate of a particular reaction. Now what is meant by the slowest step? This is the very important factor for in the rate determining step. The rate determining step is the slowest elementary step in a mechanism, and the rate law for this step is the rate law for overall reaction. Now students, steady state approximation will give us important information regarding this point. The steady state approximation is a general method for deriving rate laws when the relative speed can be identified. It is based on the assumption that the concentration of a intermediate is constant, because whenever we are going to study a simple reaction in a number of steps, among that the slowest step will decides the rate of that a particular reaction. Now in our next slide we are going to discuss some illustrative problems which are based from this previous point. The hypothetical equation A2 plus B2 gives 2AB, which follows the following mechanism. A2A plus A, which is the fastest step, which determines the as well as the slow step A plus B, and the A2B gives B, which is the slowest step from the above reaction. And in our next part, AB plus A, which gives B, which is the fast step. If we study this reaction in 3 different steps, one of the slowest step will determine the order of the overall reaction, and for that you have to choose one of the alternate one of the MCQ from this by studying this reaction. Then if you look at some examples which are based from the above point also, so these are the reactions as well as their order we can determine by considering some examples. You can also take the screenshot for your study. Solution is also provided here. Now solution, if you want solution, you can also take their screenshots. So these are the different problems which are based on this point: how to find the order for a elementary simple reactions, and the unit of rate constant is also calculated here at the right hand side of the equation. So this is all about in our today's lecture. Thank you very much.